Okay. Good morning. It's a beautiful Monday morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today I will be doing the test review. Tomorrow is your final. Pretty sure a lot of teachers have already showed you what you're going to do in order to get to that final. Real quick, I'm going to post something. Let me see if I have it in here. I think it's right here. Let's check. There you go. I'm going to post something that says final exam. You click it, of course. It's going to tell you make sure you have your calculator open, started the attempt. You don't have to do anything. All you got to do is make sure you click here to take your final. You're going to put your ID number twice. So your number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You put it twice. When you log in, it'll say algebra final. You take it. Boom. Very important that you take this final. If you don't take this final, you might fail the semester. I just need you to try. I just need something. I need some type of data just to see how we're doing and how we should progress to the next semester. So make sure you get in there. If you have any questions, I'll be on Google Meets. So if you just want to come in and say, sir, I don't know how to get in, I'll make sure you know how to get in. You'll be good to go. All right. As for for the final review, you gotta be patient. Obviously, if you're just looking at specific questions, so say you're looking at, I don't know, this one, and you want to know how to do it, just come in, fast forward, go to that one, you'll be good to go. But I am going to go over all of it. I don't know how long it's going to take, but let's do it. So this is for questions number 1 and number 2. So in the final, number 1 and number 2 are going to be similar to this. It's not this question, it's similar. They gave us an outline. All I did was get a question that's similar to it, and I put it on here. All right, so which of the following is equal to 3x minus 4y equals 6? As we can see right here, it's all asking for y equals by itself. So I need to convert this equation. 3x minus 4y equals 6. Border, converting, I need to throw over the x. Throwing over the x, can't forget it turns into a negative 3x, positive to negative. Bring everything down. Negative 4y plus 6 because it's positive. After that, I need to divide to get this y by itself. So negative 4, negative 4, negative 4. Got my y equals. Calculator, negative 3 over negative 4, positive 3 over 4x. Positive 3 over 4, nope, nope, nope. Looks good. I don't even have to finish it because I already did process of elimination. If you wanted to finish this would be negative 3 over 2, which is right there. Awesome. That's for number 1 and number 2. Next one. Which value makes the x of the equation true? So we're going to get this, and we're solving for x. 1.25 parentheses 4x minus 10 equals 7.5. Border, solving for x. There's only one x. Let's do it. 1.5 times 4. I think it's 5. X. Right? 4 quarters, a dollar. Boom. Yeah, 5x. 1.5 times negative 10. That's a negative number. Shoots, I don't know this in my head. I think it's 10.4. Shoot, brain fart. Oh, 12.5. Right? I hope. 12.5. Wish somebody was in here to tell me. I think so. 12.5. Bring down the 7.5. X needs to be by itself, so I got to move this guy. Moving him over turns into plus 12.5. Cross them out. 5x equals 7.5 plus 12.5, calculator, 20, divide by 5, 5, x is 4, which is right here, and boom, it's right there. Again, this is just review. This is for questions 3 and 4. Another one, exactly the same for 3 and 4, and right here also. Let's do it. 4 parentheses 0.5 n minus 3 equals n minus 0.25. This is a long one. 12 minus 8 n. Very long problem, but we can do it. 4 times 0.5, that's 2, and 4 times negative 3, negative 12. Again, I'm reviewing, I'm not teaching because we've already done this. Negative 0.25 times 12. Let me bring down the n. That's negative 4? Negative 4 or negative 3? I'm going to say 3. Let me double check. Let me get a calculator real quick. Pretty sure it's negative 3, but doesn't hurt to check. Yeah, it's 3. Negative 0.25 times negative 8n. That's 2. Positive 2n. And now we solve. Of course, I want us to get all the n's to the other side. All the numbers over here. 1n, 2n come over here. They change into negatives. Negative 1n, negative 2n, plus that n. Cross them out. Cross them out. Bring down this negative 3 here. Move this 12. Positive 12. And now we read negative 1n minus 2n plus 2n. Put this in your calculator. Should give you negative 1n. Negative 3 plus 12, positive 9. Divide by negative 1, divide by negative 1. And equals 9 divided by negative 1, negative 9. Boom. So, this is probably the hardest since we haven't done this in such a good while. So it's good to practice, especially because I'm doing it with you. So you should know how to go step by step by step. Another long one, that's okay. 8x minus 3 parentheses 2x minus 4 equals 3 parentheses x minus 6. Border. Negative 3 times 2, negative 6x. Negative 3 times negative 4, positive 12. Remember, I'm multiplying the numbers that are in front of the parentheses to the numbers inside. There's nothing right here. Bring it down. To this side, 3 times x, 3x. 3 times negative 6, negative 18. And now we start moving stuff around. 3x comes over here, so that's negative 3x plus 8 since it's positive. Bring down this negative 18. Moving that 12 turns into a negative 12. And then we start reading negative 3x plus 8x minus 6x. And we read. Put this in the calculator. Negative 3 plus 8 minus 6 gives me negative 1x. Negative 18 minus 12, negative 30. Divide by negative 1, divide by negative 1. X equals positive 30. Boom. Easy peasy. Not easy peasy, right? Because I know it's just a review, but it's something better than nothing. All right, let's talk about number 5 and number 6. A student worked out the gym continuously for 50 minutes. You can see right there, they worked out for 50 minutes. They start at 100%. Obviously, they get tired. What choice best represents the domain and the range? Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Hopefully, you remember. How do I remember what domain and range is? Dr. X, Y. Domain is X, range is Y. And it's continuous. So, because it's continuous, it's a straight line, so there's a million bajillion numbers in between that line. So automatically we should be able to say, okay, not B, not D. And then we just make sure we say it correctly. So domain is my X, so that's from 0 to 50. So make sure you read 0 to 50. So letter A, domain all real numbers greater than or equal to 0 and less than 100. No, because we just said X is right here, and that's asking for 50. Boom. Easy peasy. So you just need to read. Make sure you read, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you read. Next one. Okay. The daily cost of hiring a plumber Y that works X hours on a repair project can be modeled by using a linear function. The plumber charges a fixed cost of $80 plus an additional $45 per hour. Remember, per means that's my X value, that's my slope. So we could say the equation is Y equals 45X plus 80. And they want to know the 8 hours that he works, what is the range? So remember, with this problem, I have said it before, make sure you make a table, X and your Y, and we're looking at these numbers. How do we get these numbers? Long time ago already, I know. You got to start with 0 and go all the way to 8. Okay? What do we do with that? Check it out. It's been a little bit, I understand. Remember, we're looking at Y. Don't look at 0 for X, so that cancels out A and C. So it's either B or D. Obviously, I already gave you the answer. It's B, but let's see why. Gotta take that 0. I'm gonna put it for X. So Y equals 45X plus 80. Y equals 45. I don't want that X, I want that 0. Parentheses plus 80. And then we just solve it real quick. 45 plus 0 is just 0. Plus 80. 80 plus 0. Y equals 80, which goes right here. The only answer choice that has 80 is B. So we take whatever X is, we substitute into the equation that we wrote from the problem, and then you figure it out. Very, very straightforward. Have we done this before? Yes, but it has been a little bit. This was actually on your test right here. What best represents domain? Dr. XY. Domain is X. So I'm looking at these numbers. -9, +2. -9 and +2 is F and G. Just need to remember that open circle is less than closed circle, less than equal to. So we should see it's F. A lot of information, ladies and gentlemen. Too much information. We're not even close to being done. What page are we on? Holy shoots, we're not. Oh, we're barely on page 5. That's all right. Still got 10 more pages. No worries. Rate of change. Rate of change is slope. Choose 2 points. Use the formula to find out your slope. Let's do it. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Label x1, x2, y1, y2. Put them into the formula. Y2 is 60. Y1 is 96. X2 is negative 12. X1 is negative 20. And we put it into the calculator. 60 minus 30, 36, negative over positive 8. That reduces to what? 4. So it's negative 9 over 2. Calculator, use NumWorks. Use your NumWorks calculator. It'll help you big time. NumWorks calculator. All right. Another rate of change. This one's kind of difficult because this one was open-ended, so you had to write the fraction into a decimal. Hey, but that's okay. No worries. They give you the points there. I know we have a decimal. That's okay. X1, Y1, X2, Y2, and then we do Y2 minus Y1, X2 minus X1, parentheses minus parentheses, parentheses minus parentheses. Y2 is 2, Y1 is 3.6, X2 is 5, X1 is negative 3, 2 minus 3.6, negative 1.6, 8 minus negative 3 is 8. Put that in your calculator, you should get negative 0.2. 0.2 we want to be extremely accurate. Next one. I'm already going to tell you, I want you to use this in Desmos, so make sure you go to desmos.com. Oops. Put that equation in, match the line. Don't want to waste too much time there. This one is a little tricky. I'm pretty sure a lot of us are wondering what that means. The 0 is my x-intercept. So wherever it crosses my x-axis. So that's what you got to do. 1, negative 9. So I'm going to go to 1, negative 9. Put that point on the graph. After that, it says a slope of negative 3. Slope of negative 3 is negative 3 over 1. And this is the confusing part, ladies and gentlemen. Because we're supposed to go down and go over 1. And then go that way. So, do it. Let me make it look a little nicer. Go down 3, over 1. Get your ruler. I know we're not using paper, but still. Draw your line as best as you can. Where did it hit? Boom. What number is that? Negative 2. So it doesn't matter that we went out the graph because we're still going to hit in the same area that we're supposed to, okay? Watch it again if you want to see what I did. All right. I'm not going to read this part, but it says, which statement best describes the y-intercept? Y-intercept is where it starts on that axis, which is 16. Let's see what it says. Well, the only answer choice is right there, 16. I didn't even have to read anything. Just need to know what the y-intercept is. Boom, boom. What is a 0? I just told you earlier. 0 is x-intercept, where it crosses the x-axis. Where does the black line hit my highlighted line? -6. Boom. Dang, sir, this review is pretty straightforward. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Oh, it's another Desmos. So anytime that it's telling you to graph, make sure you go to desmos.com. Put in the equation, see which one matches this one, all right? Oops. All right, this one is actually going to take some work. Almost done. 6 more pages. What the French toast is that? All right, no worries. All right. So we got to make an equation. First, we got to find the slope, and then we got to use y equals mx plus b. This has been done a long time ago, so we got to make sure we understand. So it's x1, x2, y1, y2, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Let's do that. Parentheses minus parentheses over. Hold on, I don't like those parentheses. Okay. Y2 15. Y1 21. X2 is 3. X1 is 1. Boom, 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 boom. Put in your calculator, you should get -6 over 2, which is just -3. This is my slope. Since I know this is my slope, I should be able to come over here to these answer choices and cross them out. -3 is only an F and H, so I can cross out this one and this one. After you find the slope, then we got to put in the y equals mx plus b and solve. Remember, I like to use the first one, and we substitute. Who's my y? 21. Oops. Who's my m? -3. Who's my x? 1 plus b. We're solving for b. -3 times 1 is -3. Bring the 3 over, -3 over, it turns into +3. 3 plus 21 is 24. It might be. Which one has 24? But watch that video again, or watch this part again, just so you can see that we went from slope to y equals mx plus b to find the equation. All right. This one, I don't want to really go over it that much. You should all know how to do it. Y equals each box is 8. Keyword right here is uses 2. So y equals each 8 is 8x. Uses means taking away, which is subtracting. So very straightforward. I think that was on the test also. Okay. Which equation? What is the equation of slope intercept form of the line that passes through that is parallel to the line represented? Keyword is parallel. Parallel is same slope. This is the whole time that we did y equals, mx plus b. Make sure you know your slope. Slope of this equation is 1.2x. Not negative. So I can cross out the negatives. So it's either A or C. And make sure you label this is X and y, and then we start putting the good stuff in. Who's my y? 0. Who's my m? 1.2. Who's my x? 5 plus b. 1.2 times 5, 6. And as you can see, we can probably already see what the answer is. Move this 6, turns into a negative 6 plus 0. Negative 6 plus 0 is just negative 6 equals b. Negative 6 is letter A. Boom. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. I love it, I love it, I love it. 25-minute video, holy shoots. Come on, let's speed through it. Perpendicular. Perpendicular is negative. Reciprocal. Make sure you take that slope. 2/5 changes. Gonna flip it and change it to from positive to negative. So it turns into a negative 5/2. This is my slope. Negative 5/2. Can cross out A and B. So we have C or D. Label your point. 2, -2. So we got X and Y. And then we use Y equals MX plus B. And we do the same thing. Who's my Y? -2. Who's my M? Negative 5/2. Who's my X? Positive 2. And you start doing the good stuff. Negative 5/2 times 2. Negative 5 plus B. Calculator, calculator, calculator. Don't do this in your head. Bring down that -2. Moving this -5 turns into a positive 5. 5 minus 2 is 3 equals B. Which one has positive 3? Kaboom. And I'm right. Nice. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Where we at? Almost done, almost done. Very straightforward. Put that into decimals. The only thing you got to remember because it's not F or H because X equals 6 is a vertical line. Just need to remember the slope. How do I know what the slope is? Well, you could do a lot of things. You could take points from the line, put it into the slope formula, and you'll see that something happens. Or you can use a slope guy. Going up is positive, going down is negative. His nose is undefined, and his mouth is 0. Undefined is his nose, which is going up and down. But if you need an actual picture, search up the slope guy. Google slope guy, and he'll pop out, I promise. All right, this is pretty cool. Which equation best represents that line with a slope of 0? We can definitely either graph it or use y equals mx plus b. This is x, y, and the slope is 0. Who's my m? My y? 7. Who's my m? 0. Who's my x? -2 plus b. 0 times that. -2 is 0 plus b. Nothing is happening with 0, so 7 is my b. And if I do y equals mx plus b, it's y equals 0x plus 7. But because there's no such thing as 0x, that crosses out. So it's just y equals 7. Boom. This had an extra little step right here, but because our slope was 0. Awesome. Okay. I need us to use a numworks calculator for this. Remember, You have to do the stat edits. You have to do all this stuff, remember? Let's see. I don't want to do all that because it's going to take too long. I already have right here, numworks. Let's do full screen. Make sure you go to let's remember, regression. Click enter. Put in your table. After you put in your table, oops, you go up, go to stats, you press enter, and you're going to see some information. You got to go to the R value. I need to see what day that is. I'll see it and I'll post it and send you a message. Causation, which one does not cause the other? That's pretty straightforward. I know a lot of us did pretty good on this, so I don't really want to go over too much. The answer is D. When there's more protein in an athlete's diet, the athlete scores more points. That does not matter. Does not matter what you eat to score more points. What is causation? The answer is D here also, because when it rains, the water level of the lake increases. That's completely true, especially because we live in Houston. Right here, this is pretty cool. We're looking at when it's 25 weeks old, which is further down the line over here. All you gotta do is guesstimate, draw the best line fit. Boom, somewhere right here. Somewhere in this area. It's not 6, I think it's 8.5. Am I right though? Oh, it says 6, so I was wrong. So it's either of these two. That's not good. Let's see. So you draw the best line fit. So in between all the points. Dang, I had a hiccup, ladies and gentlemen. That's okay. Let's see. Going in 2, so this is 22, 24, 26. So 25 is somewhere in this area. If I take that, it's a lot of ruler stuff. Oh yeah, I was wrong. Oh yeah, big time wrong. So yeah, it looks like it's right at 6. Okay, that's fine. Sorry, it's because I'm going pretty fast. Sorry. All right. Okay, right here, this is another one. If I were you, oops. I won't lie to you, ladies and gentlemen. I would definitely want to put this in Desmos. Don't waste your time. Desmos, see which one. It even has the coordinates there, so make sure you put all those points. See which one lines up, which one goes like this. If it were my guesstimation, it would probably be G or H. The answer choice is H. Yeah, definitely. Desmos. Desmos. And that's it. Thank God we're done. I love it. Finally. Finals tomorrow. I'm going to double check. The final opens at 7 o'clock. It closes at 7 p.m. So if you don't do it, you're going to get a 0. Um, I'll send out a message tomorrow morning. Let you know when I open it, but it's very, very important that you understand that it opens at 7 a.m., closes at 7 p.m. You can't take it after, and we'll see how it goes. So I hope everybody does their best. If you have any questions, please message me. Have a terrific day.